This is basically witchcraft. I'm not even joking. Take your phone, jump back in time to, let's say, the year 1920. Show it to anyone, and I mean absolutely anyone, and you see the excitement drain from their eyes the moment you start to explain or even show them what this can actually do. This is basically a magic wand to anyone born in the 90s. Just think about it for a second. You carry around a phone that's capable of communication with anyone across the entire globe, can browse the internet to get near infinite amount of information, can take pictures, record videos, record audios, can play videos, play audios, can show you where you are on Earth using GPS navigation, can set alarms, reminders, and even notes, can also do calculations. And that is the basic feature a phone, or dare I say, any phone needs to have before it's considered a smartphone in our current day and age. There's a reason I'm saying this. All of these were all individual tools just a couple decades ago, and some did not even exist back then. Those that did mostly could not be moved around even if you wanted to. But now they are all refined and perfectly functional in this small device. If that doesn't scream witchcraft, I don't even know what will. And also, the list of newer innovation just goes on and on and on. There's facial recognition, biometric authentication, gesture navigation, hand-free control. I'll come back to you in a moment. Eye tracking, wireless charging, live translation, video calling, health tracking, live streaming, video editing. I'm literally recording and editing this video on my phone right now. AI assistant, AI chatbot, console level gaming. Oh, did I mention Samsung Desk? This is literally a fully functional computer inside a phone. And how is it so slim? Jesus. There's only one answer, and it's witchcraft. There's nothing you can tell me. Now, let's go back to our time traveling adventure I talked about. Let's see hope in the year 1920. You start to show people of that time what your rectangle box can do. Best believe they'll hang you before midnight. As a matter of fact, if I were there, I would hang you before midnight. The conversation will probably go something like this. Oh, let's take a photo. Okay, sure. Where's your camera equipment? Oh, I don't need that. I have my phone with me. Watch this. And then you take a picture. And then you show it to them. How's that even possible? You go a step further and take a 10-second video and show it to them in real time. Everybody is going to lose their mind. Oh wait, where is this sound coming from? I don't see any speakers. Oh yeah, the phone comes with a speaker. And I can even play songs I have saved on my device from Spotify. What the fuck is Spotify? Then 5 minutes later. So let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that there's an invisible library where you can connect and play music out of this box? Oh yes. And speaking of library, there's something called the internet. It's an interconnection of computers that can share information with each other. When I access the internet, I can basically get unlimited information about anything and everything. And yes, it's super fast too. Wikipedia is an online information center for news, data, people, places, food, history, and all the rest. Basically anything I want, I can get on Wikipedia. Spotify is a near unlimited library for songs I can listen to at my convenience. YouTube is an unlimited library for videos and long form content. If I need a car to go somewhere, I can just call an Uber. You can watch someone in real time across the globe. Live streaming options are available on most social media apps anyway. And speaking of social media, it's a virtual space where people can connect and interact with each other in various ways, share information, send videos and images, and that's all accessible through the internet. I can connect this internet using Wi-Fi or cellular data. And how does that even work? I don't know. My device just transmit and receive wireless information and radio signals and blah 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 blah. Jesus Christ. You get where this is going, right? Now, don't get me wrong. This video is not to poke holes about how primitive people were in the 90s. Rather, it's to point out just how advanced our technology have become as a society. I already had plans for making this video a while back. As a matter of fact, I already had the script down, but my phone was stolen recently, and I was on a really tight budget, which is a story for another time. While I was on the hunt for a new phone, I still needed something in between that I could use that could give me all the necessities for the meantime, like call, texting, media, internet, gaming, and some social media access. Ladies and gentlemen, everything I mentioned can be found on this phone right here. It can take pictures. Yes, they are horrible, but that's besides the point. It can shoot videos. I'll let you imagine what that video would look like because I did not even try it. Can display and transfer media, has a calendar, a world clock for different regions on Earth. Weird. And did I mention internet access? Yes, it does. It also has a sound recorder and even has gaming on it. And that's not even a smartphone. That's what we consider the lowest of the lowest. The term smartphone is thrown around so much that we tend to forget what we're actually holding. For a phone to be considered smart, it needs to have a full operating system, either Android or iOS, a large high-resolution touchscreen display, large memory capacity to store files, app store access, fast wireless connection, navigation system, gyroscopes, proximity sensors, etc. All of these are like on the low end of the smartphone spectrum though, because like the low end devices can still do this. The higher you go on the smartphone ladder, which is unfortunately just a price ladder, the better and more refined these features get, and the user experience also. You also get like gestures navigation on some devices, and also the hands-free control I talked about earlier. Like you're telling me controlling a device on the screen isn't enough. I cannot do it without even touching the phone. And then the apps. If you think about it, apps are really just custom-made spells that work for individual things, and there seems to be an app for every single thing these days. There's one for learning, there's one for gaming, there's one for eating, for movies, for information, for music, for health, for streaming, for messaging, for productivity, for transportation, for communication, for basically everything. If you need to watch a movie, there's Netflix on the go. If you need entertainment, there's YouTube. You want to learn a new language, there's Duolingo. You feel like eating out but don't want to eat out, well, there's Glovo or Uber Eats, depending on what region you're staying in. If there's anything you need, there's an app for it, and there's like a billion apps on Play Store for one or two different things, and each one is pushing the level at which you can use your smartphone. So yeah. And also there's the AI assistant side of things. There's basically a new thing an AI can do every time you come on YouTube and I see a Fireship video. At first it was text generative AI, and then it became image generative AI, and then there's language translation, which got better because of text generative AI, and then there's also chatbots. Now AI can do fully functional games and apps and can code in like seconds, driving programmers obsolete. And all these things are accessible and compatible with our smartphones. As a matter of fact, YouTube has an AI generated video epidemic because everybody can now generate AI videos from their smartphones. So yes, it's all compatible with our smartphones. We could literally go on and on about the impossible things we have built into our smartphones today. Things that would be impossible just a couple years ago. So yes, this is basically just accepted sorcery and nobody's talking about it. It's just nuts to think about.